fight like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. We Simon that bar we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Freedom now before it's too late. In unity we go they strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we they fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. Simon Ekpa, we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I call no doubt. Enemies close but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall.
Biafra, my right to activate, my right. They done this wrong. This is the now to terrorism.
Breaking news reaching us now. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has been arrested, extradited to Nigeria, and is right now being arraigned at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Kanu is facing charges bordering on treasonable felony instituted against him at the Federal High Court.
It was an unjust war.
Long ago, in the heart of Biafra, a nation was born from the ashes of war. A war that scarred the land and its people, yet it never killed the spirit of freedom.
The war aim of Biafra is purely to prevent ourselves being slaughtered, nothing more.
It was in this land, scarred by conflict, that Nnamdi Kanu was born, a son destined to revive the dream of independence for Biafra.
if anybody is going to judge our success and failure in this war, it will have to depend on how much we have prevented the enemy from killing us.
Raised with the echoes of his ancestors' struggles, Kanu understood that the wounds of war ran deep in the hearts of his people. The scars from the Biafran War, which ravaged the land and cost countless lives, had never healed. The dream of an independent Biafra, broken but not forgotten, lived on in the hearts of those who survived. It was these voices, these memories, that called him to action. As Nnamdi Kanu grew, so did his voice. He became a preacher of justice, a messenger for those who were unheard. He spoke not just for his generation, but for all those whose lives were shattered by the war. The pain of the past was alive within him, and his words resonated with the cries of the oppressed. But as Kanu's message spread, so did the fear of the establishment. His calls for self-determination grew louder, shaking the very foundations of the government. They feared the revival of a Biafran spirit, one that could awaken the wounds of the past and ignite a new conflict. And so, they moved against him. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, his body captured, but his spirit unbroken. The authorities believed that imprisoning him would extinguish the fire he had started. But they failed to understand the depths of his cause. The pain of the war, the bloodshed of the past, was not something easily forgotten. It was a flame that could never be fully extinguished. His arrest became a symbol of the struggle that began in the blood-soaked fields of the Biafran War. The demand for freedom was still alive. The fight for justice continued, not just for Nnamdi Kanu, but for all the lives lost, for all the children born into a world of scars. The fight for Biafra is not just his fight. It is the fight of all those who have ever dreamed of a free land. And though the past may haunt the present, the future is still unwritten. As long as the story of Nnamdi Kanu is told, as long as the voices of his people rise, the dream of Biafra lives on. Arrested again, 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 and yet again.
I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra, my right to agitate, my right. They turned it from reasonable felony now to terrorism.
This is Nnamdi Kanu speaking. Biafra land, listen. They thought they could silence me, but they didn't just cage me. They caged your spirit. They made you forget that our land still bleeds, that our people still suffer, that nothing has changed. 5 years in chains. But what about you? Are you not free? Or have they bound your voice with fear? The struggle was never about me, it was about you, your children, your land, your future. So I ask you, where is the fire that once burned in your heart? Where is the voice that once roared for freedom? Wake up! Rise again. Speak. Act. Remember who you are. This is Nnamdi Kanu.
No fear for our land. We go stand together. Fight for freedom now. No surrender. This day is more than just an opening. It is a call for peace and reconciliation. Join us at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit, where the past and present voices for Biafra independence come together. No segregation, no division, just one people with one purpose. An occasion to voice our differences, resolve them, and stand stronger as one people. May 30th is also our separate Biafra Heroes Remembrance Day, when we honor the brave souls of men and women who fought and children who fell from the genocidal war of 1967 to 1970, where over 3 million Biafrans lost their lives. The day we honor those unjustly imprisoned and killed before the war, during the war, and presently, simply for being Biafrans. We salute our past and present leaders, from the vision of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu to the resilience of Philip Effiong, the fearless dedication of Nnamdi Kanu, and the unwavering courage of Simon Ekpa Odogu, who have carried the torch of our struggle. Their sacrifices and leadership lights our paths forward. As we all know, for far too long, we've endured suffering at the hands of our enemies and division from within. This summit is power-packed to heal those wounds, to uproot seeds of discord planted among us, and to unite Biafrans across tribes, regions, religions, and political views. Together, we are unstoppable. Be part of history. Join us on May 30th, 2025 at the United States of Biafra headquarters in Washington, D.C. A day of unity, remembrance, and renewal. Biafra rises as one strong nation, bolder together. Venue, 11726 Connecticut Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. Time, 3 p.m. Biafra time and 10 a.m. Washington time. 30th of May 2025, a united Biafra. Our time is now. This message is proudly sponsored by the Office of the United States of Biafra Deputy Prime Minister, Her Excellency Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, and the Biafra Information, Telecommunication and Postal Service. My name is Marvelous Chukwubikem Arinze. We face many things, we don't fall. Them took a Nnamdi Kanu, but we stand tall. Simon Ekpa, them country still they strong. We go rise higher, no place for wrong. We no go fall, we go stand. In unity, we hold the land.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on another episode of our program. Wherever you are hanging out from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Kabiama to tighten up your seatbelt. We are about to bring you another update. Remember, today by 7 p.m. in the next 2 hours, we are going to be connecting to space. On that space, we are going to have the Survivor Whistle fundraising. Please make sure you join the space by 7 p.m. Biafra time. In the next 2 hours, we are going to switch over. But before then, we are going to continue to prepare ourselves for what is ahead. Remember, tomorrow, our Supreme Leader, Nnamdi Kanu, will be in court. As Nnamdi Kanu appears in court tomorrow, being the 21st of May, 2025, every one of us should put your hand on deck and we will keep on watching. And we are going to be here tomorrow to bring you update of what transpired in the court and how the court went. So today, wherever you are, continue to include our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, in your prayer, and put our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in your prayer. While we watch, we observe, we know that the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the hand of the Biafrans. Whatever we do, whatever action we take, what we say will determine if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be free or not. We will continue to support the United States of Biafra. We will continue to seek for recognition and continue to restore Biafra fully on the ground. The declaration of Biafra on the 29th of November 2024 stands, and there is no going back. Wherever you are watching from, I urge you to invite neighbors, friends. Make sure you are not watching alone. Invite somebody to join you and watch as we bring to you the update on what the Biafrans are saying and what is happening as we march into our freedom. Let's watch. Join the enemy to rejoice. They join the enemy to write petitions. They join the enemy to promote evil. We have seen them on several occasions. What kind of a hero are you? While some of us are having sleepless nights, thinking on what to do, what strategy to take to make sure Biafra is restored. So many of us are going hunger and commit the little we have to support the restoration of Biafra. While some of us are losing businesses, losing contacts, losing friends, because we know what we want. There are some people whose only mission and joy comes when they see that Biafra is going backwards. What kind of a hero are you? We have seen many heroes in this very restoration of Biafra, both positive and negative. There are many heroes. When you talk about the issue of Biafra, whenever you sit and talk, you can be able to count hundreds of heroes, both on the negative and on the positive. Which part are you? Which kind of a hero are you? Can you take this very month of our Heroes Day remembrance to ask yourself this question and answer it sincerely? How have you impacted? What impact have you made in the restoration of Biafra? What impact have you made? How have your action promoted the cause of Biafra? How have your action hindered the cause of Biafra? So many Biafrans are working against Biafra. So many Biafrans are heroes on the negative side. Some intentionally, some unintentionally. A majority of them, it is not that they do not want freedom. They want freedom just the way we want it. But envy and jealousy, they want a freedom that comes from them. Remember some time ago, somebody who claimed to be a freedom fighter came out and said that instead freedom will come from Mazi Simon Ekpa. Let it not come. Somebody opened his mouth on his camera and he said, instead, Mazi Simon Ekpa will be the one to bring our freedom. Let it not come. And some of them boasted and say they will do everything humanly possible to see that our freedom does not come. My brothers and sisters that are watching wherever you're watching from, I am asking you, what kind of a hero are you? From the beginning, when our eternal leader Dim Odumegwu fought this battle, he fought like a hero. General Effiong was also there. Effiong fought like a hero against all odds, even when the whole people were against him. General Effiong stood out and he fought like a hero. So many other people fought. Those we could mention their name and those who could not mention their names. Achuzie was there, he fought. Many made a lot of sacrifice. You remember our beloved brother, the great writer Chinua Achebe, who took the award that was given to him and gave it back to the Queen and said he's not interested. These are heroes that need to be remembered. He returned the award that was given to him. That there's no way my land will be bleeding and you give me an award. And remember, there was also a white man, forgetting his name, who set himself on fire because of what was happening in Biafra land. He set himself ablaze because of what he saw and heard about Biafra. The atrocities that was going on and nobody was paying attention. He set himself ablaze. We will never forget them. These are heroes, people who fought in the forefront. You remember Ikonso? Ikonso was one of our commanders in the ESN. This was a young man who was living abroad, living his life abroad and doing well. Ikonso was living abroad and doing well. But when the call came, he left everything and he went back home to defend his land. Ikonso gave up everything. He fought in the front. He was a man who his death brought tears in the eyes of our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu shed tears at the death of Ikonso. We will never forget it. You remember the parents of our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu? We lost them on the same day they were buried. Their deaths was as a result of trauma of the attack that happened in their home. And why was the attack in their home? Everything falls around the pursuit of the restoration of Biafra. There are so many other heroes that have fallen, those who mention their name, those who cannot mention their name. So many of our commanders lost their life, innocent Biafrans, genuine people that have come to fight for their life. People that brought themselves out without being paid, they gave their life. These are our heroes, and we'll never forget them. At the same time, there are people who were also heroes on the negative side. Most of the people who mentioned that lost their life, there were people who were involved in betraying them. We have seen so many betrayal in the course of right from the time of our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, there were betrayals. There were many betrayals, people who stood that Biafra will not come. Dr. Nnamdi Kanu was there, supported Biafra from the beginning. All of a sudden, he changed and turned against his own people. In fact, he began to address our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, as a rebel. What kind of a hero are you? Now you see how I remember Dr. Nnamdi Kanu when it comes to the issue of Biafra. He might be a hero for Nigeria, but for Biafrans, we know he's a hero on the negative side. There are so many other people during the time of who betrayed Biafra, who sold out Biafra for the pot of porridge, and they made their mark on the negative side. There are heroes in evil as well as in good. What kind of a hero are you in the quest for Biafra? During the days of our supreme leader Nnamdi Kanu, we also saw heroes emerge. Nnamdi Kanu himself is a living hero today. He's a living hero. No matter what happens, he is a living hero. During his time, we also saw some other people who were heroes on the negative side. Betrayal, right, left, and center. People who sold out their conscience. Some of them are still around today. People who preached alongside with Nnamdi Kanu, who called for the restoration of Biafra. All of a sudden, they changed and they began to sing a different song. We saw the betrayal of Nnamdi Kanu, the betrayal of Ikunso, the betrayal of the ESN as entirety, took the defense of the Biafran people and handed over to the governors. And they made themselves hero on that side. Because we are going to ask in time to come, it will come out in our question and answer. Who was the man that handed the Eastern security over to the governors? It will come out during our question and answer when we are writing the history of Biafra. Our children will read about it and they will ask them, who was the man who handed over the ESN created by our Supreme Nnamdi Kanu to the governors? Every one of you know him. Chike Duzia. He became a hero to Soludo. He became a hero of Soludo. And Soludo began to boast that he is now working with the IPOB. They sold Nnamdi Kanu and made themselves heroes. After selling him, they still gathered together and held a meeting and voted against his release. They made themselves a hero. The people that voted against our supreme leader not to be released. What kind of a hero are you? The people that Nnamdi Kanu confided in, the lawyers he made whom they are today. A lawyer that nobody knew who he is. A lawyer that has not won any case anywhere. Nobody knew who he is. Nnamdi Kanu took him, brought him to the limelight. But he began to use Nnamdi Kanu to make a name for himself. He began to use Nnamdi Kanu to create opportunity for himself. He began to use Nnamdi Kanu to pursue his own selfish and criminal agenda until the situation caught up with him. And Nnamdi Kanu set him aside. What kind of a hero are you? You see how I remember him. What kind of a hero are you? After the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu, more heroes emerged. We saw a hero emerge. A hero like our Prime Minister, Simon Eva. He emerged. And he made it a point to do it that Nnamdi Kanu's name will never be forgotten. And that case will never be swept under the carpet. He made it and he said that he is going to make sure that the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is rendered useless. Thank you so much, Steve Ede. Of course, we remember Mazi Akanubia. Yeah, you're right. So, Biafrans, please, if you remember any hero that we must mention his name, please write on the comment section. I can see my brother Steve Ede reminding me of Mazi Akanubia. That is good. If you remember any hero on the negative or on the positive, anyone you remember, please just write it on the comment side. Put it on the comment section. When you write the name of that hero, tell us if it is a negative one, a good hero, or a bad one. Because we are pointing out the heroes in the quest for Biafra. And we have to know there are heroes in evil as well as heroes in good. What kind of a hero are you? If you remember any hero that we must mention his name and bring him to limelight, let Biafrans remember and know that hero. Please write on the comment section. Put the name of the hero and tell us if it is on the negative or the positive. I will mention it. So that those who are watching us on Facebook and on TikTok can be able to hear the name of these heroes, where they belong. It has been a very long journey, and we are still going. More heroes are still going to emerge. Immediately Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa emerged. A hero. Did what looks impossible. Created a structure that took us the Biafra land. Against all odds. All eyes was on him. Everybody was against him. At a point in time, all the enemies of Biafra, all the enemies of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they unite together. They unite together and they pretend to love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and now channel all their energy. They reached an agreement. Both the Zoological Republic terrorists, the politicians, and those criminal saboteurs, they united together and they faced Mazi Simon Ekpa for many years. For years, and Mazi Simon Ekpa stood his ground. And he said he knew that it is because of him mainly that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was mostly attacked when they saw him. Some of the people who were inside, some of the people who were with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu turned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu embraced Mazi Simon Ekpa, who had a good thing in his hand. Thank you. Esther Ukwosa. You remember another hero? Mbochoya Kogugwea. Mbochi. He was a hero. Mbochoya Kogugwea. A hero. And I bet you, up till now, we are not yet still sure if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is aware of the death of Mbochoya Kogugwea. You're not even sure if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is aware. This is one of the heroes that we must remember. A very strong man, Mbochoya Kogugwea, but they betrayed him. It is because of this Mbochoya Kogugwea. This is one of the reasons we will never ever forgive the Karawhite lawyer. The Karawhite lawyer was the person who betrayed him. The Karawhite lawyer betrayed him, sold him out, and they took Mbochoya away. He took his life in a very, very brutal way. The day Mazen Simon Ekpa explained about the date of Mbochoya Kogugwea, the way they took his life, arranged by this Karawhite lawyer. After they went for a meeting, Mbochoya, they were going back for the meeting. And they informed the military. They lay ambush on the road as they were going. And while they were going, an armored tank run on top of their vehicle. An armored tank came out from the side, hit the vehicle, and run it over. They took the life of that man, a brave Biafran soldier, a hero. Mbochoya, Kongwe. He's a hero. Thank you, my sister Esther Okwos, for remembering that. So if you remember any Biafran hero, both on the negative or positive, please mention it. And while you are remembering, think about yourself. What kind of a hero are you? There are living heroes and there are dead heroes. What kind of a hero are you? Are you on the negative side or on the positive side? People today, even under Mazi Simon Ekpa, some heroes are emerging on the negative side. Some have become heroes because they claim they wrote petition to take away our prime minister. And they boast about it. They make themselves heroes. You see them brag about it, that they were the one that wrote petition. You saw some of them when they came online, on live program, and they were making call to finish embassy to make themselves a hero. So many today are claiming that they were the one that wrote, and they are writing again. And you see them celebrating. When Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, some of them raised their hand and they were happy. That man who was raising his hand, where is he today? Where is he? Are you hearing from him again? The idiot in Lagos State that was kneeling down and raising his hand up. That idiot that knelt down and raised his hand up in Lagos State that was in charge of clearing gutter, thanking Chukwu Abiyama, which I know he wasn't thanking Chukwu Abiyama. I don't know the kind of God he was thanking. That Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Where is he today? When was the last time you heard from him? Do you see here about him in Lagos State? Do you see here about that idiot in Lagos State? Do you see here about him? He was celebrating in the open for the kidnapper of Nnamdi Kanu. Yes. Ifa Jonah was also a hero on the negative side. Ifa Jonah. You see how he's being remembered. No matter what you do, we will remember you. But the question is, how will you be remembered? Are you going to be remembered on the positive side or on the negative side? Ifa Jonah, from what we heard, was a betrayer. He was betraying the cause of Biafra. That is what was recorded about him. The record we have about Ifa Jonah was that he was a betrayer. This is somebody who was supposed to be remembered as a brave soldier who fought in the front. He was a Biafran soldier, but he betrayed. Today, under Mazi Simon Ekpa, we are seeing a lot of heroes on the positive and on the negative side. Where do you belong? What kind of a hero are you? What kind of a hero are you? Thank you, my sister. Joe Ibokwe. Yeah, that's his name. That is his name, Joe Ibokwe. When was the last time you heard from Joe Ibokwe? During the time of Nnamdi Kanu, Joe Ibokwe was always on the media. He was always visiting all the media houses, speaking against Nnamdi Kanu, speaking against the cause of Biafra. In fact, Joe Ibokwe was the person that was in the forefront. He was in the forefront of fighting against Biafra. Whenever he comes on the media, everything he says is against Biafra. He doesn't want to hear anything Igbo, but especially Igbo or Biafra. When was the last time you heard from him again? Have anybody heard from Joe Ibokwe? When was the last time you heard from him? This is a man who was claiming a hero. They made him a hero on the negative side so that he can be able to push their agenda. What kind of a hero are you? Are you a hero on the negative side or on the positive side? There was one clown again that they made a hero. You remember one clown they called Ijele Speak? You remember that one? The one that gave him name Ijele, which I don't know which kind of Ijele he is. Who took it upon himself to begin to insult everything that had to do with Biafra. He insulted our eternal leader, insulted our supreme leader, insulted every single one of us, came online and he threatened to take the life of every Biafra that he met. He said if they give him chance, he's going to take the life of our supreme leader within 2 minutes. The Janjaweed wanted to make him a hero. He wanted to make himself a hero. Where is he today? Where is he today? Where is that idiot today? Where is he? Thank you so much, Tina Oji. Tina said Bianco Juku. Of course. Bianco Juku. An evil hero also. She has made herself a hero in evil. To be in the front line to push an agenda to withhold Master Simon Evans. Bianco Juku today claimed to be a hero, and her name will be in book as somebody who spearheaded the arrest of Master Simon Ekpa in Finland. Bianco, no. There's no point to putting Ojuku in that idiot name. She doesn't deserve that name, Ojuku. Bianco, no. Because we know how she was married. She was a political wife to our eternal leader. It was for the sake of politics that she was married. When they convinced our eternal leader to join politics and they rubbished him. Bianco, no. Bianco, no. She has been made herself a hero, an evil hero, and her name have entered the book. As we are celebrating Heroes Day, anytime we are celebrating our heroes, we will remember them. Those that betrayed and those who fought. Which kind of a hero are you? Are you on the negative side or the positive side? Today, Bianca Ono has made herself a hero in the front line of betrayal of our Prime Minister, Master Simon Evans. She has made herself a hero. And every 30th of every year, even when our children are born, they will remember it. Our children will remember it. They will remember it for her. Her children will always be remembered as those who their mother sold Biafra. Those who their mother sold the Biafran restoration. We will remember them. OC Inc. mentioned Hope Uzodinjo. Of course. Hope Uzodinjo today have also been made a hero for the Janjaweed. The Nigerian Janjaweed hero, who is standing in the forefront to take as many Biafran life as possible. Who is making sure that Imo State is handed over to the Caliphate. Who is in the forefront of Islamizing Imo State by all means necessary. Hope Uzodinjo. That's his assignment he has taken up for himself. And he is doing it with all his chest. He's carrying out that assignment with all his chest. Hope Uzodinjo. we will always remember him. It was under Hope Uzodunjo that Ikonso was murdered. Under Hope Uzodunjo, Ikonso was betrayed. It was under Hope Uzodunjo that Hope Uzodunjo took many, many lives. They took life until to the extent that all the mortuary in Imo State were filled up, and they were announcing and begging people to come and take their corpse. Maybe you have forgotten. Hope Uzodunjo took life. He continued to take life until all the mortuary were filled up. And a mass burial was conducted under Hope Uzodunjo. Under Hope Uzodunjo, there was bombardment of Biafra land, throwing bomb. We experienced war. Even as we speak, it is still going on. There is no other state. I don't think there is any other state where bomb is raining like it's raining in Imo State. Nigeria hero. Remember them. Another person that is mentioned here by my beloved sister Stella Uzuka, Peter Obi. Peter Obi is another hero. An evil hero. A hero on the negative side. Anytime we talk about the loss of life of people in the Zoo River, we will never forget the massacre of Biafrans in the Zoo River. Under Peter Obi, Biafrans were massacred and they were thrown in the river. Up to this moment, there has not been any investigation. Obi has not apologized. Obi have not explained to us, why did you take the life of the innocent Biafran in the Zoo River and throw them into the river? When you ask him, you make an excuse that he wasn't in town. The chief security of a state, he will tell you that he was not in town when it happened. And when you came back, what did you do? And meanwhile, during the campaign, when they were asking you about security or how to deal with the issue of the agitation, you told them that they should go and ask in Anambra what you did, that you can handle it, that you have done it in Anambra before. What did you do in Anambra? The only thing Peter Obi did was to take the life of innocent people and dump them in Ozu River. Today we see him jumping right there. I just saw a video. I saw a video where he went to Vatican. He was lobbying in Vatican to go and meet their godfather, Pope, and to show you how these people operate. You see, when people begin to look down on Christianity, sometimes you don't blame them because it's because of the attitude of the people. Even though you are not supposed to look down on any religion, you're not supposed to look down on them. But why people talk harshly to Christians is because of the way they behave. Some hide under the cover of Christianity and they perpetrate evil, lie, propaganda, blackmail. I saw a video where he was going to Vatican. In Vatican, he wanted to go and see the new Pope. While he was trying to maneuver his way or whatever, and the person who was trying to link him to go and do those maneuver was another Vatican city man. This Cardinal Heroines, whatever they call him. Cardinal Heroines was making a way for him to go and see their white Pope. And they blocked him. They did not allow him to go because the protocol does not allow him to be there. He's not supposed to be there. But they want to make mago as they always do. That Nigerian system. Involving a cardinal, Cardinal Heroines, a whole cardinal, was passing that hickey to smuggle Peter Obi to go and see Pope. And people captured all it. I just watched the video before I came online. I wish I can be able to bring it down so that people can see it. Where Peter Obi was trying to maneuver to go and see. You are not supposed to be there. Why the maneuver? If the protocols allow you to go there, you will have to go through the protocol, not by angle. No, you don't need to know Mr. A or Mr. B to go there. You don't need to know Mr. A or Mr. B for you to get to a certain level. There are protocols to do things. But you see that man, Cardinal Arize, trying to walk his way to lead him. But of course, they blocked him. He couldn't be able to reach where he has to go. He couldn't be able to make it. This same Cardinal Arize has been there. Have you seen Cardinal Arize make a case for the loss of life of Christians in Nigeria? How many times have he brought that case to the Pope? How many times have their Pope spoken about the loss of life of people in Nigeria, more especially Christians? How many times have Pope made a speech on the loss of life of Christians? Even when Reverend Fathers were kidnapped, murdered, beheaded. How many times has Vatican City been in the front line to speak for Christians? Instead, the only person we saw that speak recently is Donald Trump. It's only in the United States that we saw people taking a front stage. Donald Trump, in his first tenure, took a front stage and spoke about it. In the first tenure, he took a front stage and talked about it. And instead of that late Pope to work with him, he was working against him. He didn't want to talk about it. And this time also, there is a sitting also. The members of the House are sitting on the death of people, Christians in Nigeria. How many times have Vatican City given a statement? How many times have we had that Cardinal Arize led a group of people to discuss about the atrocities of Nigerian government against the Christians and against his people? Forget about his people, because I know when you talk about Biafra, he will never talk about Biafra. Christians, how many times have Cardinal Arize made a case for Christians in Rome? How many times? They are all politicians. They are all politicians. Why was he trying to smuggle Peter Obi to go and see Pope? What does that signify? Why that illegality? If Peter Obi was officially invited, or if he has any role to play there, he will go straight officially and do what he has to do and get home. Why do he have to pass on the ground? Why the desperate need to present yourself there? Why that desperate need? And you see how they shoved him in the corner. Illegality everywhere. Peter Obi, another negative hero. There are heroes in evil as well as in good. Peter Obi is one of those in evil. And we will never forget. Whenever we remember the loss of our life for our brothers and sisters in Ozu River, we will never forget. As we are celebrating our hero, we also have our beloved sister Juliet also mentioned our DPM, the Deputy Prime Minister of United States of Biafra, Dr. Ngozi Arakweze. She's a hero, a positive hero. You can imagine when all hope is lost, when people who we are supposed to stand in, we are saying, let us not declare. When fear was gripping everybody, she went ahead to lead the declaration of Biafra. In fact, before the declaration, after Mazen Samarako was taken away, there was fear in the air. Some of them could not be able, we are afraid of going to Finland. She was the one that flew into Finland first before any other person. She was in Finland a week before people began to come. She took that challenge. In fact, some of them were thinking that when she arrived, they're going to arrest her because Mazen Samarako was not there. So many are already shaking. It takes a hero to do that. And history will remember her for standing on to lead the declaration of the restoration of independence from Biafra, 29th of November 2024, against all odds, in the presence of our enemies. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu say we are fearless in the presence of our enemies. And she displayed that fearlessness in the presence of our enemies. She led all the members of the cabinet and Biafrans across the world gathered together and declared, they really declared the United States of Biafra as a sovereign state. She is a hero. I should not forget it. Another hero, Ifeanyi Uba, evil hero. Ifeanyi Uba, evil hero. In every celebration, we remember these are people that fought Biafra face to face. They fought Nnamdi Kanu face to face. They fought Nnamdi Kanu up to the extent of arranging his kidnap. Even got involved in providing a private jet to bring him to extraordinary rendition. They participated actively in gathering information. They participated financially. They were in the front line of the kidnap. And when they saw Mazi Simon, they couldn't hold it. We are still in the forefront of issuing bounty and challenge Mazi Simon Ekpa. A negative hero, evil hero, Ifeanyi Uba. And you see how he ended up. You saw how he ended up when you say over your dead body will Biafra come. When you say you will do everything to stop Biafra, Biafra will do everything to end you. Today he is not there. But in every 30th, in every May, while we proceed to 30th, we will remember him. Anytime we see his children, anytime we see that Oba name, anytime place we see that surname, we will remember him. A negative hero. We will never forget. Steve Ede mentioned another person, Rochas Okorawosa. Rochas Okorawosa. Remember him. You know, some of them, they have suddenly disappeared. Remember when Rochas Okorocha was in the front line? During the time of Muhammad Buhari, late Muhammad Buhari, Rochas Okorocha was always on media. In fact, Rochas Okorocha, remember when he went and molded almost all the criminals in Africa? He molded them, worshipped them. He was giving scholarship to Janjaweed. Rochas Okorocha speaks Hausa more than Hausa. You dare not mention anything that has to do with Biafra with Rochas Okorocha. Rochas Okorocha is one of those who stood against Nnamdi Kanu face to face. Where is he today? Rochas Okorocha performed so much evil, so the spirit slapped him. Remember when the spirit slapped? They said the evil spirit slapped him. And that spirit that slapped him must be the spirit of Biafra. The people they murdered gave him a dirty slap. Rochas Okorocha, another evil hero. We will not forget. We will continue to remember. Every May, as we proceed to May 30th, we remember all these people. Some of them have disappeared. Some of them are so scared they are not hiding under their blanket. But we will not be silent. So that tomorrow, when they come up, we know them. When we see that surname, Okorocha, when we see that surname, we know where they are coming from. We'll be where. When Biafra come, we're not going to chase anybody away. Our law will be there. You're going to face the law. You face the law. If the law says you are innocent, you'll be there. Enjoy yourself. But if the law says you are guilty, you go in. Then, people that are going to be coming without your surname, we are going to scrutinize them very well. We'll look at them properly before we give them an appointment. People that are going to come with this surname, Okorocha, Uzodemma, Obi. People that are coming with that surname, we will watch them closely, watch them very, very well before we do anything with them or give any post to them. We will never forget. Of course, our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu Hamadike, is a living hero. A living hero. Up to today, standing his ground is either Biafra or death. And he made it clear every time he has opportunity to speak. Say, I have the right to fight for my freedom. It is my right. And none of you can deny him his right. He's a hero. Of course, Master Simon Ekpa undoubtedly has made his mark. You can never write the history of Biafra without Master Simon Ekpa today. No matter what happens going forward, Master Simon Ekpa has registered his name. He has registered his name. fully registered his name in the cause of Biafra. Your envy and your jealousy cannot stop it. Your greed cannot stop it. Your stupidity cannot. His name must be on that very book. He has registered his name. You can continue to call him name. You can continue. Your envy and jealousy can continue to kill you. You can continue to swim in your evil. You will never stop it. You can't. I spot another one again. There's another negative hero I spotted, and OC Inc. mentioned him. Iwanyanwu. Iwanyanwu is another deadly negative hero. Iwanyanwu, before his death, this is a man who was trying to lead Biafrans into their destruction. Remember when he went and made the arrangement that they want to go and beg Sultan of Sokoto on behalf of him and his children, not us. Iwanyanwu, a born saboteur. A born saboteur. We know them. And when we see these surnames later on, we'll have to be careful. We will not allow them. We will not allow them. We will never forget. All Jews of Carlo, another born evil hero. All Jews of Carlo. He was the man who started the selling of land of Biafra to the Janjaweed. He started the selling of land to Janjaweed. He's a man who will come and tell you that the Janjaweed made him who he is. And for that, he is ready to do everything for, including taking your life for the Janjaweed. He will. Or Jews of Carlo. And anytime we see those surnames, we have to be very careful. I am asking every one of us that is here watching, what kind of a hero are you? We are still counting until we are fully on the ground. Then we open the page and begin to list them. Tomorrow, your own name might enter there as a negative hero. You have to be careful. What kind of a hero are you? My beloved brother Maxwell, I welcome you. Thank you so much for joining me, my brother Max. Go ahead, take the mic and speak to us, my beloved brother Max. Are you there, bro Max? I'm not sure bro Max is there. Okay, we continue. Bro Max is not yet here. When he comes, then we can give him the mic to speak. So, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are, you must not allow yourself to be a negative hero. This month is a month of reflection. We have come a long way. We have passed through a very difficult road. We have passed through a very difficult road. And we must understand that there are things we must not do and there are things that we must do. One of the things we must not do is to get ourselves involved in betraying Biafra. If you do, it will be better that you are not born. And one thing we must do is to defend Biafra land by all means necessary. We must prepare for what is coming. Bro Max, you're welcome. Can you unmute yourself and speak to us, Bro Max?
Okay. Thank you so much. As you were calling me, a cup just dropped in. I've been busy and under the weather as well, but it is well by the grace of God.
You're welcome.
Nothing, whether sickness or whatever, infirmity would never, any kind of infirmity will never allow us to, go back from what we have started, what God has made us to, to do. Good morning to you, Namochi. Like I said before, I do not know where you summoned the kind of courage that you have coming out every day, sometimes twice in a day, to speak on the need for the existence of Biafra and the need for Biafrans to have their freedom. It is not human. You are not the one that is doing it. But I believe that The Spirit of God is pushing you, strengthening you to do what you are doing. Continue with what you are doing, and God will never, never abandon, you and the likes of you. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is. I am not trusting or believing in the system of the Jew. I do not. Look, the only thing we need to, I don't know whether, I believe that you must have heard what Wazirike said. I think you played it here as well some time ago. And the follow-up of Aloy Chimakon, that the Igbo political elite should not have allowed the trial to start. I am surprised. I don't know what they have seen that we are not privy to. I don't know what the outcome of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's persecution will be at the end of the day. But the only thing I would like to say to each and every Biafran here today is this: the assurance that God, controls the affairs of men on this earth. Yes, Satan has, his own role that he is playing in the affairs of men, but the Spirit of God, God Himself prevails over what happens in our life on this earth. And remember, it wasn't Satan that brought Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you and the likes of me. It wasn't the Spirit Satan that brought us. It is out of the clean heart to see that every human being on this earth have the right to be and to determine where they should be, who they should be, and how they should go about their life. It is not satanic. It is the principles of God. And that is what we are following. The freedom we are fighting today that brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu where it is today. Simon Ekpa where he is today. And the rest of the Biafrans that in one way or the other, unfortunately, has been taken and caged. It's not a bad spirit. It is the spirit of freedom that God has given. When God created Adam and Eve, He put them on a particular place. He didn't tie them. He gave them the freedom to do whatever that they will have to do. That's what He did to them. God was not dictating, but He gave them an instruction. This only on food, like where they should go, the liberty to move around was not restricted upon them. They were not restricted in any way. And that is the spirit, the universal law that God has created. And Biafrans are one of those. Is Christian. And we have the right to say this is where no human being has the right to determine for us whether we should move around, where we should be, and how we should, use our lives. But when you look at the evil contraption called Nigeria, their cohorts, those that are beating the drum that they are dancing, knowing who you are and what you can do, if that freedom is given to you, they say, no, we will not allow this to put it. Because you are going to be a challenge to them. You are going to be, a kind of entity that is going to right the wrongs and expose all the atrocities that they have committed against the children of God, the indigenous people. And that is the reason why these people are trying everything in order to make sure that they cover that smoke. But remember, no matter how they cover the smoke will always find a way of escape. And that is who we are. Biafrans, no matter how bad we are, the Spirit of God is always with us. And God, in His mercy, in His wisdom, always expose the evil ones among us, just like those ones that you are calling their names out now, one after the other. Did you mention Abaribe? That is my closest in Namucho.
Abaribe. You're right. He's negative on negative side.
Abaribe called us criminals.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I am a follower of Mazi Simon Ekpa. From Mazi Nnamdi, from Biafra, from the Igbo people. That is the root. That is the root where I am coming from. To anybody that was fighting for Mazi Nnamdi, for the freedom of our people, where my mother belongs, where my mother comes from. To Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, and now with the United States of Biafra under the leadership of the Congressional Representative. And anybody that comes after these people will also have me to contend with. Whatever name, evil name, or derogatory comment you make about these people that I have mentioned, you have automatically included me in it. And I will be your forever enemy. I will be your forever enemy. That is the reason why I am proud to do what I do. I have the liberty to profess Biafra and the need for Biafra to be free under the clutches, the tight fist, the evil fist of Nigeria as supported by the United Kingdom. That is why I do what I do. And it beholds on every Biafran whose parents, both of them are Biafrans, not to allow anybody to come and tell you to come, come and join. If you are there and someone is telling you, someone like me is telling you to come and join and fight for the freedom of your own people, you are a fool. You won't believe it. You won't believe it. Like in Dengwa, we call it. You do not know what you will gain to get your freedom. You do not know what unity is. Without unity, you cannot fight. When your brothers and sisters have sacrificed their lives, their rights, everything to come out to fight for your freedom, which you are going to enjoy, God's willing, it comes. You are there, throwing spanner, muddying the water for them, throwing sand into their gari, so that when they are chewing it, they will not be okay with it. It won't be palatable to them. That is what you are doing. Instead of you to come to them and support them, you are there blaspheming them, exposing them. You think that you are doing me, you are doing yourself. In Imo State, there are great Biafrans in Imo State, like I always say. The day the Imo lights should have showed themselves who they are, the day the Supreme Court, evil Supreme Court, took a man that came first. Took down a man that came first and brought someone that came fourth. That was the day that you're supposed to speak. That was the day you're supposed to destroy that particular place. But you let it fly. Today, the man has grown weak. And he has been empowering the armed Fulani terrorists to come into that land. The audacity that these people are using. The other day, in our platform, one of our platform, they just someone sent there around Naked area. The guy is bereaved now as I'm talking to you. The guy is bereaved. He lost two of his brothers and along that Naked. In fact, the one that is surviving now, there is a very big cut that cut into the skull. That is the one that is surviving now. Two of them are dead. He was telling them, if you are on that axis, do not go there. He said, armed Fulani herdsmen are rampaging on that area. That he has lost two people. That is who puts on Keta's area. The man that the Imolais are allowed to be there. Those people overwhelmingly that voted for the first man that was, maybe if the man was there because of his antecedents and his body language at that time, maybe most of this thing that is happening will never happen there. Giving this marauding killer herdsmen the audacity to march into Imo State, ridicule our people in those areas, make our life miserable, our people's life in those areas miserable. And when they are caught, they never get, our people never get justice. That is what we have done. That is what we have encouraged. Where were the numbers that voted for, what is his name? What's that man's name that always wear green cap, Igbo cap? I've forgotten his name. Is it Ihediohan, right? Man, the chicks.
Yeah, Ihediohan.
No, thank you. Where were the massive population that voted for him, that couldn't stand when that evil was done at the federal, at the Supreme Court? Where were they? Where were they? This is exactly what these people. These are all Jews of Kalu is from my mother's state as well. Old Abia state. Where is Ibokwe? Ibokwe that knelt down and pray and thank this useless God that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has, not even the Supreme God that we worship, but his own useless God that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been captured. He knelt down and saluted his useless God. These are the people that we would never forget. As long as the fight for the restoration, international recognition of Biafra is concerned, these are the people. Ijele as well, whether he is alive today, in prison or dead, we must also bring him, because he was the one also that was bold, openly said,
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Bro Max. I think maybe you.
That he is willing to go and testify against Mass. There is network issue here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking up. You're breaking up.
I have to twist and change. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. That young man, wherever he is, he should be also included into this list of this people. If I also go contrary to the belief and the foundation that's led, by someone else, by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, include me as well. Because I am not bigger or even near what Biafra can offer. I am just a supporter, an ardent supporter of the freedom of the Biafran people. There is nobody that is bigger than Biafra. We are all contributing in one way or the other to make sure that we free the land where my mother was brought up or born. Look at what they are doing. Do you know what happened there? The video that you just showed me right now, I saw the Sheyi on when they wanted to go and shake hands with the protocol. That is our job that time. When we were there, that's our job. If you are not a monk, if you bring 1 billion, we will push you away. And you will not even know. If you struggle, you won't know the kind of people that came, that will just raise you. Your leg will not touch ground. Your legs will not touch ground. You see the mago, I am in my mother. That Cardinal Aris that was it not the same man that spoke ill about Simon Ekpa? There is another one again that stood on it.
That's to show you how they are all rooted in illegality.
Yes.
They are all rooted in illegality. A whole cardinal. You don't need to maneuver to take P2P or whatever. If P2B is invited, you follow the protocol and you get in there. Why do you have to go through the back door or begin to do through IM and you call yourself a cardinal? Before the whole world, you are there making mago. And they actually blocked it and it didn't go anywhere.
See, let me tell you one thing. One of the most disciplined protocol officers and security that you found on this earth are in Vatican. They are very, very good. You can equate them with the secret agents of the Mosaic. That is how they are. Very tough. Whatever they do there, their scanners are on them, scanning everybody that is there, but you would not know. Their scanners is all over them. If you see the one that are wearing, gogo and all whatever, it can be anywhere. Your body has been scanned, and they will only leave you with skeletons to just find out what you have beneath the suit that you are wearing that can cause mayhem or problem on that particular place. Those guys you see there, you don't joke with them. You don't joke with them. These are people that would not, encourage your I am in my mother. Look at the cardinal. You are at that
Cardinal Arinze. Have you ever seen him make a case? I'm not talking about Biafra now because I know he's not a Biafran. Have he made a case for Christians in Nigeria that are losing their life daily in the northern part of Nigeria? Even when
I'm coming there.
Had he made a case? Have Vatican spoken?
I am coming there. Mazi Chuks, do you remember when we were in Linda platform, TV platform, when I said that Nigeria has one of the largest population of Catholics in Africa, and one of them in the world as well. The Christians and the contribution that they make from their homelands are sent to Vatican, and it's huge as well. What is the Pope doing when he is preview to most of these atrocities that the Christians are going, especially the Catholics? Kuka from the Archbishop, is it the Archdiocese of Sokoto, the Archdiocese of Sokoto or something like that? Is it not a Catholic?
Oh.
Are they not communicating to the Vatican what they are going through in the northern part of Nigeria? Has he not been making statements? Do you want to tell me that the Pope has not, but the one that died, the one that came before him? Are they not preview? Haven't they heard the cries of the Christians in them? I don't know what is going on today. Can I go on?
Yeah, go on.
Good. This one, the only people that tried to do something like you said was Trump. And today he has also included them in the country of interest. Country that uphold religious intolerance. A country that buys Christians. A country where Christians are not allowed to exercise their rights, of worship, association, and so on and so forth. That is what it is. Trump that is doing it. Even Biden did not do it.
That's it.
All of them, they kept quiet. When these atrocities were, that is the reason why these armed terrorists, about 7 of them, if you begin to name them, or if they are more, if they are not more, are having the audacity to do this interstate and regional crisscrossing that they are going to go and commit evil. How on earth, Mazi Chicks, do you want me to believe that someone who is from the Sahelian area will enter into my mother's ancestral land and begin to buy people and rape people? How? How, if there is no bigger support behind them? Who are the ones? Who are the people supporting them? And who are those supporting those that are supporting these people? There is some bigger elements that are there supporting these people that we don't know about. The closest we know was the time when they removed aid, US aid. When they confessed at the Congress, was the panel that most of these were used to sponsor terrorism in Africa and right across the world, where there is terror. The greatest problem we have are these people. This Arinze, whether he likes it or not, Arinze is an Igbo man, he's a Biafran. Has he for one day written a petition to Pope, to Vatican? What is going on in the land? No, he cannot do that. They are all politicians. The mago he tried to do there is exactly what they are doing. These are politics. Is it not? I don't know. Let me not be, let me not say what I don't know. The people that went, the Catholic, the Christian association that went to United States the other time, immediately they came back. Jagaban called them, invited them to Ashura. Was he not? Was he not among, or he wasn't there? Or the Archbishop that is representing him in East, because I believe that he should be in Vatican. The one that is representing him didn't inform him that Jagaban summoned them and in Ashura. Do you know what they gave to them? Since that time, what happened again? Have you seen them come out to speak on the outcomes of the meeting they had in the United States? What is going on now as we speak? It has been swept. It has been swept under the carpet. Nobody. And still, these people are on their line of atrocities. Their evil actions against our people. These are the people. All these people that you mentioned are the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is suffering. Nnamdi Kanu is being persecuted. Like I said, Jumafo said they shouldn't have allowed. Who allowed? Who orchestrated? Who made who made the environment enabling for the federal government under the imposter to declare IPOB Nnamdi Kanu terrorism? Is it not the same governors of the southeast part of Biafra? Is it not the same people? Is it not Willie Obiano, them and the rest of them that supported that this our leader must be proscribed? So how would they now stop it when you sold your own brother, your own son, and you think that you will come back to speak to the bias of your own brother that bought them from you? You think that you will command any respect? They will never command any respect. Nnamdi Kanu, he is going to go through there, and it is the Chukwukika that we all saw that is going to pull him out of those evil people that have surrounded him, including those from within. That is the reason why anytime I come here to speak, I say we must include them in our pastoral prayers. That is only what we have. And that same God that brought them, that empowered them so bold to do what they are doing, will stand front and back, side to side with them as they go through it. Thank you so much, Mazi. I'll yield my mic here.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for that wonderful contribution that you made. Thank you. You have spoken well, and every Biafran that is watching us and joining on this very broadcast, you must ask yourself a question. What kind of a hero are you in the quest for Biafra? What kind of a hero are you? Don't forget, tomorrow, our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, is going to be in court again. And as always, I will be here to give you the update of the court. I will be here tomorrow to give you the update of the court. So tomorrow, make sure you key in on time. If you are not subscribed yet, subscribe. Touch your notification bell again so that you'll be notified the better I come online. You know, they presume to round up the case tomorrow and next tomorrow by the grace of Chukwu Okike. So whatever is going to be the debate tomorrow, you know, every day they bring new charges, they bring new evidence, they bring new talks. So we're going to be waiting for them tomorrow to see what they are going to introduce. Whatever they introduce tomorrow, I will urge every one of you to kindly be here on time so that we can speak and follow up events as it unfolds. And while you are home, you pray for our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu. Anything you are doing, always remember him. Also, our Prime Minister Mazi, don't forget, always remember him. And ask yourself, what kind of a hero are you? When you answer that question genuinely, I bet you will have a very strong stance, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is always fighting for Biafra. He said, it is either Biafra or death. It's either he gets Biafra or he dies in the cause of pursuing Biafra. Mazi Samanegwa say, I will get Biafra or I turn to a beast. Today, you see where he is on international stage fighting. What about you? What is your own promise? What angle are you? Are you on the negative side or the positive side? Answer it genuinely, and I bet you your life will never remain the same. My beloved sister, Precious, you're welcome. Take the mic and speak to us. My sister, let's hear you. Unmute yourself, you are muted.
Thank you so much, Mazi Choose.
You're welcome,
I'm very grateful. And my brother, Maz, I greet sir. Thank you for always showing up because you are making us proud, giving us that strength to keep on keeping on. You know, sometimes when you think maybe there is no hope or things is it gonna work or all these things, is it not even better to stop? When we look at you guys, you Choose, you Mbas, and many of you, it gives us courage. It gives us courage. So I pray that God will continue to give you the grace to continue to keep on keeping on. That grace, that little fire will never get quenched. It must continue to until it completes the assignment that it was assigned for. So according to what we I didn't get it all because I have children just that they slept now. What I am seeing in all this that is happening is, in fact, internet has done more good than harm to us, because looking to what is happening now, just this one that you are talking about, I didn't see the video before, that of Heroines with Peter. I was, maybe when you were saying it, inside my mind, I'm just like, I didn't get it until I see the video, because sometimes you might not know the magnitude of evil that we have seen ourselves in. Imagine his level, that he will still be having that mentality of Nigeria, that zoo mentality, that I am, that evil. In all that respect, in fact, this is have reduced this man to, in fact, even if you are giving it mark, it have reduced it more. Because why should you know what is supposed to be? You say, okay, you know all this, and you are not ashamed to carry him. Somebody that left his house that is burning to look for where he is not even, some places that he is going to visit, they did not recognize him there. There was one of these states that he went that they said he wasn't welcomed. Imagine that kind of shame. What is it teaching us? In fact, if anybody is not getting this thing that God is doing by himself, because when you are waiting for, or maybe when Woto will start going, before you see what God is using indirectly to do that Woto, you will not understand it, because that shame is even is close to bullet.
Yes.
is somehow a bullet on its own, because this is a way of demoting them in all ramifications. In fact, how do you want God to be elevating us than this? Everything is not about war. It's not about who knows how to punch, but who knows how to use mental toughness, and that is wisdom is the best thing to use now. There is one video that I watched where a little dog was inside a train that was passing. If you see the speed of this train, so the person that wrote that posted this says the important where that he understands the reason for why you should be quiet in some situation. Because when people will be saying, like I watched one instructor, somebody was trying to tell her that she should stop what she's doing. She's not doing all good. And she asked that person, this woman that you people were supporting, what have she done? That this is almost 6 months and this person did not ask her how many, is it by months or by years that it took our PM to stand back after DOS has caused all the trouble that they caused. That person did not remember this side. She was just trying to convince her to stop all those things that she had been doing, to do the needful, because a lot is spoiling. And she was asking her, what is your madam doing? For 6 months, she has not been doing anything. She didn't remind her that she entered without anything in her hand, though. She did not remind her that you did not count the years it took PM to stand back. She didn't ask her that question. She was just like, and it seems as if she's gaining power on what she was saying. Because sometimes I wish I can be, but I won't have that courage to go, because it's just like saying you want to make a demon and God to come and become a friend again. Just something like that. So when some people will be like, be confused or trying to convince somebody, try to rethink about it. The statement that says we don't treat cancer, we cut it off, is from our leader. And yes, he understands our people very well before he said that kind of thing, because we are seeing it with our very 2 eyes. How you will see truth and you'll be lying on it. Even when you have every evidence to prove you wrong, you are still standing on what you are saying. How did you think that person will be convinced in her life? Recently, it was yesterday that I saw that of Ghana trying to reel her back again. And yes, I watched it. I was like, what is wrong with our people? You know where you don't need to romance with a demon. You don't need to romance with demon. Once you romance, before you know, it's just like somebody is wearing pure white, and you say that you want to play with a pig. You will be very careful. Pig that is in a mud, and you say that when you play with that pig, you'll be careful. I wonder how that white will not. You will, in order your carefulness, that you will not stain it. That is just what is playing now. And what I am advising our people, Biafrans, is that they should be very mindful of whatever that you are. That is, when you listen to people, or when you see somebody might just say you thought that person is wise enough, don't just conclude until it is over. Because sometimes I wonder, some people that you think that maybe they are doing it right. Though in that video, he was not like trying to follow her. She's just trying to reel her back. But you know, in this scenario, it's not. There are people that you don't even waste your time to convince, because they cannot be convinced. You will not speak more than other people
It's a waste of time. He's just going there to make her relevant.
Not only you're insulting yourself, you are degrading yourself. Because after watching that, I say, why is our people like they have not started on getting it?
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Please, let me tell you this. See, there is a saying that goes, it is easier to wake up a man that is sleeping than to wake up a man that is pretending to be sleeping. Thank you.
Good luck said it now.
Exactly. So when you look at all these things, our people are yet to get it. I thank God for those of you that have that mental toughness and can understand things once and keep moving. Just like, in fact, those of you that are the real children of MNK, MSE, and our DPM, you are similar in attitude. Because I have never seen once that our DPM or even someone or even our leader like giving these people like even though that they're inside them, but you can see the way they are far from their closeness. Despite that, we will be blaming our PM or saying that, but he knows what he's doing. He just wants to use it. When the time comes, he will separate the chaff. That is what, when I think of all those things, I will just see it that way. That he's just waiting to the right time to go so that he will separate those chaff. Because as well, sometimes you might give a kind of second chance to those that might be redeemed, or to those that might be that will repent. That is what I'm seeing all those things to be. But you have seen that those ones that will never repent will never repent. That is just what I'm saying. And God just deliberately did it so that you will not say, you people you don't have conscience, you don't have good heart. Why can't you forgive and forget? Now he's teaching us more lesson on whenever that you are forgiving, don't be carried away. Forgive, but never be very wise. And let your eyes be on that person until you confirm it. You have seen how everything is playing. So I will not go much further than to say. And another thing that our people are like, they are easily carried away. The recent one that is reigning for them now is that this woman, by calling our DPM terrorist, that she's implicating her to be jailed as well. See, if you have not learned from what is happening in that of Nnamdi, you have not learned from of our PM. Even in this our DPM, you will not know anything. You see how all these things are going. God want to use it to finish his work. God just want to use it to finish his work, because as it is going, the more they are planning, the more they are failing, and their failing is becoming more visible than before. So if you are wise enough, because even our leader told us that time is coming when they will say, in fact, take this your Biafra and go leave. In fact, take it, because almost everywhere is scattered now, because we are still holding this man. And I thank God for those that have that strong mind and that understand very well, that are making orders to get it proper, that all those propaganda doesn't work again. It's not working in this our generation again. This time is not 1976, according to history. Now our eyes has opened. If we were sleeping before and they were stealing our things, now we are not awake. And it's very difficult for somebody that is awake, just like my brother said, to carry that person's thing. So now, before they used to take it like if they are saints, evil saints that will come to they will be like, no, I have not done anything wrong, but they are the main people. When you be crying, they'll come to tell you sorry. Why they are the people that have stolen your thing. But today, we are no longer sleeping. And I pray that that spirit that have awakened us will continue to keep us awake until our things will no longer be stolen. So what I am advising Biafrans that is listening to me is that nobody should be confused. Don't allow anybody to make you to be depressed to the extent of, because many have been like having a kind of having fear in them that they can no longer even do anything. They're just quiet. Because according to this, my brother in that her video, she was trying to say that if she see his voice, he is not like being that proud, that he's just lowering it to tell her that he just wants everything to be in order. You know what Nnamdi Kanu is looking for. You don't romance with evil. You don't romance with evil. That's why that strength in our leader is still in him till tomorrow, because he's not deviating from that. He's not romancing with them. He's not trying to show him that he's weak. Every time, every day, he's getting more days, getting tougher, and it's become to their own failure and to our own victory. So there is nothing to fear for when you know that you are doing it right. If other people we are not seeing it, or somebody you thought that should be doing it better, but is not doing it, leave that person. Everybody has conscience. If you want to be saved, nobody will save you if you don't save yourself. So anything that they want to be saved, they should talk to themselves and come back. But if they don't want, there's no need for you to be going to them to beg them or to preach for them, because they know better than you. You will only end up insulting yourself. So thank you very much for this eye opener, because I did not even see this Cardinal Arins. I would not have gotten it very when I was watching it. You see the kind of anger that is there. Look at how this is shame on us. But thank God, it's no longer on us, it's on them. Anybody that wants to have shame, you carry it on yourself. You will not, yes. Because as we are speaking out, we are saying that we are not part of it. So carry it for yourself alone. Don't connect everybody. So that's where I will yield my mic.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that wonderful, wonderful speech. And just as our sister has said, many of us, the reason why we are getting confused is because we are giving our ears to something that is irrelevant. The easiest way to catch you is what you listen to and what you watch. When you know that this person has no message for you, why are you listening to that person? Why are you going there to watch? What do you want to convert? Convert what? Like me in my program here, I don't listen to any program, even in my own personal platform, in my WhatsApp group. If you post any information that doesn't come with somebody I know that is part of United States of Biafra, it does not matter the message you want to pass, I will delete it. If you post anything on my platform and you are not part of the United States of Biafra, it doesn't matter if you're preaching Mazi Simon or preaching Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or preaching, I will delete it. I have a reason for doing that. Because these people have a subtle way of catching your mind. By the time you want to go and see, let me go and see if she is gone, or maybe what she wants to say today, you will end up getting that thing you want to see. And
Brother Choose, the worst part of it is that they will not allow you to, when you want to open eye, they will tell you that you are in their platform. If you don't want to, you see that kind of shame. So because of it, you'll be using idea to calm yourself down. You will not speak again the way you want to speak. They'll tell you if you don't want to because they are the one that is hosting you. You will not tell them what to do. So you will not have your right again.
So people should avoid those environments that you know are not healthy for. It doesn't matter what they say. Even if they call you name, you hear they mention your name, they mention DPM, forget them, let them be. Don't go and challenge them. Don't even go to their place. Let me go and tell them, oh, you are a bad person. Go change. Don't go and type. Don't share. Don't type. Don't watch. That's what you are doing. You are only promoting them and giving them. By the time you go to the comments and say, oh, stop talking that thing, stop saying that thing you are saying, you are talking rubbish, you are promoting that platform. You think you are demonized, you are promoting them. Go ahead, my beloved brother Maxwell.
With discerning spirit. You see, I am not perfect than any of you, all our listeners that are here today. I think that do you know that there was a time from the beginning of this, if you see the passion, oh, Diokbara, oh, okay, so you have joined them. Hey, okay, you have, there is one lady, I mentioned that lady here. In fact, it shocks me that that woman is a woman. Eunice. That is Eunice PB or so. That's her handle on Twitter. You see what this woman did? She forgot that I am the Okene of Biafran people and the way I speak. I feel free to speak and converse about Biafra in Dr. Damage's platform than in their own platform. These are the same people that you were in the night chasing evil spirit with them, but in the afternoon they will come out and tell you, ooh, you are smelling like the spirit. These people, they almost succeeded in ridiculing Biafra. Other people were now campaigning, talking against us. Oh, look at them. They went to Finland and declared Biafra. Now look at them. They are fighting for position. They are now they've made the fight for Biafra infantile. Hi! I sat down where I said, no, I must go there to fight this. And I went there, I said, no, it is not infantile. For me, I believe so also. I believe the same thing, but it is not infantile. God has a reason, to allow what is happening to happen. I don't know much about the Bible, but I know what most of the things that, see, I have some hairs on my skin. This is what my mother told me. And if you have pulled your hairs on your skin and you discover that it's painful, how will you now go and pull other person's hair on his or her skin? This is the moral value that we're supposed to understand, but this people doesn't even understand that. You are fighting for this. Okay, we don't agree. Okay, chat your own part. Let me chat my own part. All the attacks, if you go to my timeline on Space, all the attacks. Oh, we don't know that you are a Ghanaian, you are a Fulani man. You are a Fulani man, you are a saboteur, you are the most dangerous man, someone that has worked with the Nigerian army before. That is why I told Sonia Parawa that time. That is why I told Chiamaka Ajere to watch you closely. Hey, we allow you to come, they gave you platform and you are speaking the way you are speaking, not knowing that you have ulterior motive. I tell you, see, you know what I comfort myself with is this. Yes, I was a professional, a conventional soldier. There is nothing this I would be Ngwa woman. And I'm proud of her. A beautiful woman of 19 years old. Oh, how come? See, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Good. A 90 years old woman from Ngwaland brought me up in a very right way and in a moral way as well. I said, no matter what you do, no matter how the rain, how heavy the rain falls on the fair palm stick, Ogugu, what we used to do, thatch houses in the village in those days, Ogugu, thatch house, it can never penetrate inside. No matter how the rain beats that Ogugu, Osisi Ogugu, open it and put it into the fire, it will still burn. That is what I am. You cannot, I have thick skin. You cannot make me bow to these kind of things. You went to Finland, you declare United States of Biafra. All of Biafran Republic government was a shadow of what is about to come. A shadow. When John the Baptist was preaching that I am baptizing you with water and Holy Spirit, but the person that is coming behind me will baptize you with fire and the Holy Spirit. When that prophecy, fulfilled, will you now go back to John? Will you go back to John? Someone ever set up Biafra Republic government in exile and said, this is what we are going to do. The same way he gradually removed autopilot. From it, we enter into Biafra Republic government in exile. From Biafra Republic government in exile, a blueprint was set aside, gearing towards the main thing, that is the declaration of the United States of Biafra. Is the Biafra Republic government in exile not a shadow of the United States of Biafra that was about to come? And when that came, what else are you going to do with the Biafra Republic government in exile? You are coming to tell me someone like me to fall back where? Where I'm going to break my head? I will Will not. So, my brothers and sisters, no matter whatever that happens, it is good that it happened, that we still have these people with this kind of intention who are fighting with you, helping you, joining you to chase evil spirits in the night. It's better. Our Igbo people say, no, maize na achi. So it is better that it happened. God has exposed these people. You don't need to take them seriously. Unlike when it did not happen. If this thing did not happen, my brothers and sisters, what will we be doing today? You open your heart, you think that, oh, he's just like me. We are fighting together. But look at them. They have something different, inherent in them against what you are doing. It's better that they happen so that we know them. Thank you so much, and God bless
you. Thank you so much, my brother Max. Akonyo Wetere, no. Let's hear you, Akonyo Wetere. Mute yourself. These days, your network is always giving you a problem.
No bizou network.
Yeah. But before it used to be a little bit better, but now it's so difficult to unmute.
And another thing, they are now like saying, even our DPM said she's no longer bridge, which means she have cut herself out of the movement. Imagine how they are confusing the Golem, because you did not remember that during the DOS time you left them to bridge. They are not talking about. They are not saying that our DPM, thank God, she have cut herself out, so she has nothing to do with our PM again. She'll stop calling. And those people that doesn't reason well, they are believing them, thinking that we have left that foundation from PM, without thinking of that DOS time that they left it to bridge, and now from bridge to government. They are not taking it that way. They are saying that she have said that she have dissolve it, because of it she have dissolved herself as well, that she has nothing to do with PM again. She should stop calling his name. So all this is confusion for those who want to be confused, because it's very clear from DOS to bridge to government. So nothing is different. And even when they try to confuse them more, they will tell you that when people believe in our leader, they do not believe in PM. Some believe in PM, they do not believe. All these are people that are confused, because love for one is love for all. If you love MNK, you're supposed to love PM. And if you love PM, you're supposed to love D. If you deviate from any of these three, then you are not getting it. That's just the point.
My sister, you see, anybody that is saying that he or she is confused has a problem. It is because the people are not paying attention. You see, this issue of Biafra, at least I have followed it long enough to know what is right and what is wrong. And I don't need a scientist to look at it and show me where the road is. Because the structure that is led by Nnamdi Kanu is very, very clear and simple. It's just an ABC. It's just like ABC. And Chukwu Okikabiam always make it easier for us by naming the structure. Nnamdi Kanu, while he was with us, even before his kidnap, he told us, go and listen to this man. He is bringing a new dimension. It wasn't before he was with us. So just like when you were given an example of John the Baptist. John the Baptist was around and he told the people, look at the Messiah. He's here already. He's here. John the Baptist was not jealous. He didn't say, okay, maybe if I tell them this is Messiah, they will not come for baptism again. Oh, maybe if I tell them now, they will run away from me. He didn't say that. Nnamdi Kanu, while he was with us, announced Mazi Simon Ekpa. He was not scared that Mazi Simon Ekpa will drag the attention from people. He wasn't scared. He announced him while he was with us. But yet, people refuse blatantly, and they refuse to. Do you know that even John the Baptist, some of his disciples followed Christ, and some refused to follow Christ? They still prefer to be in that baptism day. This one they are sure of. Even when their leader have announced and said, look at the Christ, some refuse to follow Christ. They still remain with John the Baptist. The same thing on this time. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu announced Mazen Samuel, and some people refused. Even in this one, when someone ever have built the structure, inside that structure, the people that are talking to you today, they were announcing our deputy prime minister. Go and check the program we are doing when Mazen Samuel was around. When she come, they will announce her as the COS of the British government. These same people, though, these same people that are talking to me, they were the one that I want. Go and check the program that we did when Mazen Samuel. They were announcing her. And they will introduce her. This is our COS. She is now here to speak. And whenever Mazen Samuel is there, they will be the one to introduce her. Now it is time for our COS to say, okay, since the prime minister is not here, the next person to speak now is our COS. They were the people they were announcing her. They were announcing her. And our prime minister announced her to us as the COS. Even in that small clip that was brought, she told them that she is going to be the one to be in charge whenever I'm not available. They say it's the only occasion. But when you check the situation surrounding that very statement that Mazen Samuel made, there was something that was going on. There was
no fear for our land. We go stand together, fight for freedom now. No surrender.
This day is more than just an opening. It is a call for peace and reconciliation. Join us at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit, where the past and present voices for Biafra independence come together. No segregation, no division, just one people with one purpose. An occasion to voice our differences, resolve them, and stand stronger as one people. May 30th is also our separate Biafra Heroes Remembrance Day, when we honor the brave souls of men and women who fought and children who fell from the genocidal war of 1967 to 1970, where over 3 million Biafrans lost their lives. The day we honor those unjustly imprisoned and killed before the war, during the war, and presently, simply for being Biafrans. We salute our past and present leaders, from the vision of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu to the resilience of Philip Effiong, the fearless dedication of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and the unwavering courage of Simon Ekpa Odogu, who have carried the torch of our struggle. Their sacrifices and leadership lights our paths forward. As we all know, for far too long, we've endured suffering at the hands of our enemies and division from within. This summit is power-packed to heal those wounds, to uproot seeds of discord planted among us, and to unite Biafrans across tribes, regions, religions, and political views. Together, we are unstoppable. Be part of history. Join us on May 30th, 2025 at the United States of Biafra headquarters in Washington, D.C. A day of unity, remembrance, and renewal. Biafra rises as one strong nation, bolder together. Venue, 11726 Connecticut Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. Time, 3 p.m. Biafra time and 10 a.m. Washington time. 30th of May 2025, a united Biafra. Our time is now. This message is proudly sponsored by the Office of the United States of Biafra Deputy Prime Minister, Her Excellency Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, and the Biafra Information, Telecommunication and Postal Service. My name is Marvelous Chukwubikem Arinze.
Face many things, we don't fall. Them took Nnamdi Kanu, but we stand tall. Simon Ekpa, them catch you still they strong. We go rise higher, no place for wrong. We no go fall, we go stand. In unity, we